Ubisoft is being sued
Shocker, I know.
by its former Assassin's Creed franchise boss Marc-Alexis Côté
I hope I read that right.
for nearly $1 million. Côté left just 7 months after Assassin's Creed Shadows launched, a game that, by the way, did really well on multiple platforms. Ubisoft then announced his exit, and Côté immediately told everyone this was not my freaking idea. Behind the scenes, Ubisoft offered him a shiny new role that looked important. I mean, it does look important when we find out later on the video, until you realize something. It comes with lesser power, lesser influence, and a corporate babysitter reporting up to Yves Guillemot, the freaking CEO of Ubisoft. Côté says this was basically a soft shove out the door. I think it's more of a kick really, but it's also known as constructive dismissal, or as Ubisoft likes to call it,
Restructuring.
Now guys, we have to know who Marc-Alexis Côté is, because trust me, he's not some random suit who wandered into Assassin's Creed office, tripped over a hidden blade and accidentally got promoted. This guy has been working on the franchise since 2010, which in Assassin's Creed years makes him an actual fossil. He was there during Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, back when the series still had a plot people could follow without scribbles on a freaking whiteboard. Over the years, Côté climbed the ladder until he became the franchise boss, the person steering Ubisoft's single most valuable IP. And let's be real guys here, let's be real for a second. Assassin's Creed is basically Ubisoft's life. When it sneezes, Ubisoft's stock catches the flu. When it coughs, a new open world icon pops up on your freaking map. Under his leadership, the franchise survived everything, and I mean everything guys. It survived franchise fatigue, yearly release burnout, RPGification, monetization discourse, and the usual screams, this isn't real Assassin's Creed, every 6 months like clockwork. And yet, somehow, it kept selling really well.
Except Assassin's Creed Memories, which a few of you might be shocked to know it existed. That's how crappy it was.
Anyways, then Assassin's Creed launches, performs extremely well, and Côté publicly defends it while a lot of people try to scrutinize it and make it look bad. He even stood his ground when public figures decided to farm engagement by dunking on the game, which by the way is something Ubisoft executives usually avoid, like vampires in the sunlight. And what did Ubisoft do in response to a decade plus of loyalty, stability, and commercial freaking success? They told him, congratulations on captaining the ship for years. Anyway, we moved the steering wheel to France, gave it to someone else, and you can either take a desk job or this freaking peer. Côté didn't leave because he failed or the franchise was struggling. He left because Ubisoft mastered the ancient corporate art of making someone irrelevant without firing them.
Which is honestly more insulting.
After Assassin's Creed Shadows launched, Ubisoft, they didn't fire Côté outright. Oh no guys, that would be too honest. Instead though, they offered him a new opportunity at the newly created Vantage Studios. They basically told him, we made a new box in the organizational chart and put your name atop of it in small font. And the role, honestly guys, the role sounds amazing. Head of production, big words, strong LinkedIn energy.
In reality though, his influence would shrink faster than Ubisoft's reputation every time a new season pass drops.
Before this, Côté reported directly to the CEO. After the reshuffle though, he'd be answering to a head of franchise, a role overseeing Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. This legend went from the captain of the ship to middle manager asking for permission to turn freaking left. And here's the real kicker. The head of franchise role was based in France, not Quebec, meaning Côté wasn't even considered for it. Not because he wasn't qualified, because geography said,
lol, not today.
From Côté's perspective guys, this wasn't a transition, it was a demotion with a spit in the face. Less authority, less continuity, less say over the series he helped build. Ubisoft effectively and slowly kicked him off the curb with a smile and told him to his face,
trust us, this is growth.
And that's why gamers and gamerettes, that's why he's claiming constructive dismissal. Because when your choices are accept irrelevance or walk away, you're not giving anyone a choice. That's Ubisoft politely pushing you out while waiting for the freaking press freaking release. This whole thing should be a warning for anyone working in AAA studios who still believes loyalty, results, and passion will save them from corporate
bullfreak.
Ubisoft just showed every developer on the planet exactly how modern publishers operate. You can spend over a decade, 2 decades, 3 freaking decades building a franchise, guiding it through controversies, defending it publicly when gamers roast the living hell out of it, and delivering commercial success. and still get sidelined because an organizational chart changed and someone in a boardroom wanted a new rectangle with arrows pointing freaking differently. This is one of the AAA industry's favorite trick in their inventory. They don't fire you, they rearrange you into no longer mattering. They strip your authority, add an extra boss above you, they move your power to make strong decisions 3 time zones away.
And then, guys, they act shocked when you don't feel empowered anymore.
And honestly, I do hope that any developer watching this starts getting extremely frightened, because if it can happen to the guy running Assassin's Creed, it can happen to anyone. If success doesn't protect you, failure definitely won't. AAA studios value control over creativity, structure over stability, and corporate looks over human beings. This also somewhat explains why so many veteran developers either leave for indie studios, start their own teams, or vanish entirely. They're not burnt out from making games. Guys, who would be burnt out from making amazing things they actually love? No, they're burnt out because of surviving publishers that treat leadership like complete freaking garbage. Ubisoft may either win or lose this lawsuit. I mean, who knows? But we already know they've lost something way bigger, a one-of-a-kind talent. And when you lose such a valuable human being and a core leader to your company, that's when you start realizing you screwed the freak up. Maybe not now, but over the course of time, they will realize it. Because, and Ubisoft, this is for you. If the developers one day decide to wake up and open their eyes to the way they're truly being treated, trust me, all that will be left are dusty desks, unused computers, and a little blade you can grab and shove up your...
Shove up your freaks.
Gamers and gamerettes, what do you think about all of this? Is Ubisoft really the bad guy here, or is it just business as usual and they're cold-hearted freaking pricks? Drop your thoughts down below.
And I will team up with Ezio to take a leap of faith straight into the garbage bin. Sorry, can't find a haystack anywhere.
And guys, thank you once again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content in the future. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.